my name's Lisa Howell and I'm a dance physiotherapist in Sydney, Australia, and the creator of the Perfect Pointe Book. Now, the Perfect Pointe Book was a great success when I introduced it in 2006 as a wonderful resource to help young dance students prepare for going on to pointe. Now, this was received so warmly, however, I wanted to find a way that I could get that information across in an even easier format. And so we have actually recreated the original book into a wonderful audio-visual course. Now, a picture speaks 1,000 words, so I've put together a little screen capture to show you exactly what you will see once you download the course to your computer.
So after you've downloaded the Perfect Pointe Book to your computer and open it up, this is the screen that you will see. And you see we have the course out to the right here, and over to the left we have this wonderful navigation bar. So by working the way through here, you can navigate very, very easily through the course. Now, the first few slides are just to welcome you and explain actually how to use the course. It goes through instructions of how to go through each stage and things like that. Then we move on to each of the stages. So stage 1 is fabulous flexibility. And here is where we go through lots of tests and exercises to help assess the mobility of your feet. Now, obviously this is very important before going on to pointe, so we go through all of the different things that you need to keep an eye on. We go through discussing why some people are flexible and why some aren't, and then start going into the tests. Now, on the first day you go through all the tests and actually mark down how well you can do on some special workbook sheets. So if I scroll down to the workbook and then go how to use the workbook, we've got a little example here of what the workbook sheets look like. And when you download the course, you also get the original manual, so you'll have all these sheets to print off. Now, looking at the sheet, on the first day we're doing this demi-point range test. There are lots of things to focus on, and on day 1 you just make a check mark next to anything that you find a little bit difficult. After you do the exercises for 2 weeks, we go back, recheck them and see what you can do. So if you can clear off everything on that list, then you're fine to move on to the next stage. If there are still a few things that you find a little bit tricky, so on this one they still have a slightly reduced demi-point range, simply keep doing the exercises until you can pass all parts of that test. Now, if we look across at the stage 1 exercises, you can see there's quite a few exercises down here, and these are all organised into a wonderful little program that you can work on for 2 weeks. Now, going back, that's stage 1, fabulous flexibility. Stage 2 is marvellous muscles, learning all about your small little foot muscles. Stage 3 is terrific turnout, working out how to really isolate your turnout muscles so you can control your turnout on pointe, because it's impossible to cheat your turnout. So stage 4 is beyond the bar, and this is where we start looking at your core control and your balance. Now, this is very, very important to get really working well before you start going on to pointe, as if you're not stable enough in here, this is where you can do yourself some injury. So make sure you go through this section very, very thoroughly. So if we close down each of those, we have a nice simple program here that you can work through stage at a time, testing yourself along the way, working out how strong you are, where your weaknesses are. Within each section there are also discussion areas on how to know what to do if you have weaknesses in any one particular area. So special exercises to try, massage techniques, different stretches, things like that. So it's a fantastic course. I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to working with you on it.
So you can see it's very, very easy to find your way through the Perfect Pointe Book. It has all of the tests and exercises that you need to help strengthen enough to go on to pointe, or to settle any niggly injuries that you may have if you're already on pointe. So if you want to find out more, simply